this is clearly what they did with the Dombas in 2014. Even though the intensity of warfare decreased significantly in 2018, 19, 20 and 21, the legal situation there with this conflict, the Ukrainians naturally never recognized any sovereignty for any of these fake people's republics, the Luhansk and Donetsk people's republics that were proclaimed and later recognized by Russia. And after they were recognized by Russia, also annexed or attempted to annex them at least, together with an additional two Ukrainian regions, Kherson and Zaporizhia. So this strategy of frozen conflicts is something that Poland wants to avoid. This a ceasefire is not enough. Just peace negotiations and some kind of settlement that leaves Russia with a reward for having started the war is not enough. Peace at all costs is, as the Polish Minister of Foreign Affairs, Józef Beck, stated before the Second World War, is an unknown concept to the Poles. Unfortunately, in 1939, naturally, it didn't end well for the Polish state. But this time, the Poles are quite certain that, again, leaving anything to the Russians is unacceptable. All of Ukraine needs to return to...
And let's assume that the spring offensive is successful, and ultimately the Ukrainian forces are able to expel Russian forces, obviously from the eastern two provinces, but also from the Crimea. What effect will this have on Russia? Because obviously it will have been a major failure, and also as a result, not only will it have been a major failure and a humiliation for the Russian armed forces, but of course the length of the NATO border immediately bordering Russian territory will, with the accession of Finland to NATO, have doubled in length. So in a sense it's a double failure. And at the same time China is becoming increasingly instrumental, and the visit, as we mentioned before, of President Xi to Moscow the other week showed a very different relationship, not one of equals by any means. And I was reading that the one of the Ukrainian heads of either the military or intelligence was forecasting as a result of what he obviously sees as going to be a successful campaign, the breakup of Russia. I mean, do you think that's a real possibility? I mean, the suggestion that Russia is dying has been something we've heard for years and years and years. It never quite dies. So it's almost too strong to kill.
Well, all that needs to be done is to drive a pole into the heart of it, as any other vampire. But jokes aside, yes, the head of the Ukrainian military intelligence, Kirill Budanov, he has been spitting this trope ever since the war started. He has famously taken photos on his own birthday, receiving a birthday cake with the borders of Russia. And there he stands and is about to take a nice slice out of it. And Russia on that birthday cake is divided into various ethnic republics, and so this is naturally a part of the propaganda war that Mr. Budanov has been waging against Russia. But the idea is quite old. In a couple of months ago here on Poland Daily History, we discussed the Polish Prometheism project from the interwar era. This brainchild of the first leader of modern Poland, Józef Piłsudski, who did come to the conclusion that for Poland to be really secure, Russia had to be broken up into some of its constituent parts. And he created a foreign policy based on that. A part of the Polish military intelligence, there was a section that was dedicated to this type of work, doing intelligence out in the remote parts of Russia, trying to find out what people's attitudes were towards such ideas. And when the Soviet Union crumbled in 1991, there was a tendency for deeper disintegration of the Russian Federation. Naturally, we had the Chechens declaring independence and winning the first Chechen war, making it impossible for the Russians to re-establish control over their territory. But later on, naturally, with Vladimir Putin coming to power and starting the second Chechen war in 1999, this was a development that was overturned.
Adam, as usual, the clock has defeated us, so I'm going to have to ask you to pause there, but we will pick it up next time. There we are. I've had to interrupt Adam almost in mid-sentence, but fear not, if you join us next time on Poland Daily History, as we hope you will, we'll pick up the story. Until then, thank you for watching.